the philosophy that changed my life forever. It all started with one idea, a quiet shift that would completely alter the trajectory of my life. Not a new job, not a big opportunity, just a different way of thinking. And once I embraced this simple philosophy, nothing was ever the same again. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Sounds strange at first, right? Most of us are taught to grind, hustle, chase promotions, to pour every ounce of energy into becoming valuable at work. But here's the truth. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, and that's fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. That's exceptional. Let me take you back to when this hit me. I was 25, young enough to still be chasing dreams, old enough to feel the weight of real life pressing down. I showed up, clocked in, clocked out, nothing changed. Sure, I was dependable, but deep down, I was stuck. I kept asking myself, is this it? Is this all I was meant to be? Then I heard a quote that stopped me cold. Success isn't something you pursue, it's something you attract by becoming attractive. And that changed everything. I realized I'd been chasing outcomes when I should have been upgrading inputs, my habits, mindset, energy, communication. So I shifted. I started pouring time into me, reading, learning, practicing skills that made me more magnetic, not just professionally, but personally. Because here's the kicker. The world doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. When you become more, you attract more. Not magically, not overnight, but naturally, like gravity. Multiply your value by 3 and your income follows. Multiply your emotional intelligence, your leadership, your clarity, and watch your whole life expand. So what does it mean to be attractive in this sense? It's not about looks, it's about presence, about becoming the kind of person people trust, follow, and want to work with. It's about taking responsibility, not for what happens to you, but for what comes from you. Think about it. Every opportunity, every relationship, every win you've ever had didn't just appear. It resonated with who you were at the time. That means if you want different results, you become different. I focused on growing my communication, learned how to speak clearly, think fast, and listen deeper. I pushed past comfort zones, joined workshops, practiced emotional discipline, found mentors. Little by little, everything shifted. That's the beauty of personal development. It doesn't just make you better, it makes you unignorable. The job I once had, it felt small. Not because the job changed, but because I had. And the moment you expand yourself, your world can't help but reflect it back. Here's what no one tells you. Success leaves clues, and they're hidden inside the person you're becoming. So how do you start? Audit your habits. Are they building or draining you? Sharpen your skills, communication, emotional intelligence, time mastery. Elevate your environment. Surround yourself with growth, not comfort. Protect your energy. Not everything deserves your attention. Invest in mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. And as you do these things, keep this in mind. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Let that sink in. If you're stuck, stagnant, watching success from a distance, it's not about chasing harder. It's about becoming someone success can't resist. Someone so full of clarity, value, and presence that doors open before you knock. That's what I learned at 25. That's what rebuilt my life. And that's what can rebuild yours. So here's the real question. Who are you becoming?